Hello guys, Bobby Drives here. So today I've got a BMW M8 Gran Coupe Competition pack, and I can't believe I've actually got one of these on my channel. I'm super chuffed. This is the epitome of all BMW M cars. Think about it, it's an M8, it's the highest number you can get. And also guys, it's a sizable car. It's over 5 meters long. It's the widest production BMW car they make, wider than a X5 or the X7. And yeah, I'm looking really forward to getting my hands on it. And think about it guys, to me this is quite rare because this is the only ever second generation of the 8 Series. Yes, they did one in the 1990s, but for a whole 30 years, there's not been any 8 Series. But this one has been completely reinvented. Join me whilst I check out all the features from the inside and outside, go for a drive and take it from there. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Do hit the bell notification button so you can notified for new videos. Smash the likes button if you did like it, it does really help me. And don't forget to follow me at Bobby Drives. So I'll start with a brief overview over the 8 Series generation. There's only been 2. You had the first 8 Series, which was built in the early 1990s. It was around for about 7-8 years. You got it as an 840 petrol or an 850 petrol. Beautiful car, very iconic. You had a pop-up headlights and the whole driver's profile with the interior all face the driver, so it's a really sporty car. But that was it. They didn't make any more. 30 years later, this is generation 2 and it is just a game changer. This car is honestly phenomenal. It's an all-rounder. You can fit 4 to 5 people in there very comfortably. It's got a big boot so you can go away for the weekend, but it's got that massive 4.4 litre V8 twin turbo, which produces 625 brake horsepower with 553 pounds of torque, meaning this will get you 0 to 60 on paper in 3.2 seconds. But I have seen some clips where people can get this 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. It's also electronically limited to 155 miles an hour. If you did get the M driver's pack, they'll take off the limiter and this car can actually go up to 190 miles an hour. And what's really nice, if you did get an M driver's pack, you'll also get a day experience with BMW, so they'll really show you how to drive these cars and how to handle them at that top speed. But in the UK, you know, we don't need that. I think this is more than capable at 155 miles an hour. Bear in mind the legal limit is 70. Another benefit that this M8 has, and a lot of the new M cars have, is driven by an all-wheel drive system, which means all the power goes to all the 4 wheels individually, so that you can actually put this 625 German horses down on the road. Historically, a lot of the M cars, like even you know, our M6 or M3 had many years ago, you put your foot down, the back tyres just spin up, you burn a lot of rubber, you can't get a 0 to 60 that BMW claim because they're just too powerful. But with these cars, because they are all-wheel drive, you get to put all of that power down, a little bit like an Audi, you know, hardly any will spin, but you really get pushed into the rear of your seats, and it's just phenomenal power, guys. And because this is an all-wheel drive system, I actually feel more confident driving it, more competent. You know, I don't feel that I can go around a corner in the M6 and put my foot down because I feel like the back's just gonna go. With this, I just put my foot down and it just flies. It's just an awesome driving car. The drivetrain is supported by an 8-speed automatic ZF torque converter gearbox, which means you get through the gears so quickly, they're mind-bogglingly quick. But that gearbox, the all-wheel drive system, and that 4.4 litre V8, it's just a beautiful package altogether. And like I said, you can get some real good 0 to 60s. 0 to 60s which are comparison to like Lambos, Ferraris, Aston Martins, Porsches. This is a big 4-door car, but it still does it. And it's just the way BMW have built this car and all of the technology it has within inside. What's also a nice touch, between the 2 doors, you'll see there's a little emblem which says BMW Core, which is a carbon fibre badge, which shows that a lot of the structural components in this car is made out of carbon fibre, including the roof, which just makes the centre of gravity lower, just makes the car a little bit more stiffer and lighter, therefore all adding to that sports experience. Moving on to economy, BMW claim that you can get 25 to 26 miles per gallon on a good run, and on town city you're looking about 18 miles per gallon. At the moment I've been pushing it quite a bit and I'm down to 17 miles per gallon, which is not the worst. I have seen some reviews when people can get up to 28 miles per gallon in a car which has got over 600 brake horsepower. Come on guys, that is actually really good. But when you have a heavy foot, this will drink a lot of fuel. So if you're looking for a slightly economical car, then maybe not the M8, you can go for the 840 diesel. Even the 840 petrols are quite good as well. And also guys, you can get these in different shapes. So this being a Gran Coupe, this is called a F93. You can get a Coupe in this, which is a F92. You can also get a convertible in this, which is a F91. But so there's 3 different designs. I would say if you've got a family, this kind of answers all of the questions. At the moment I've got no children, so for me I may go for the Coupe because it's just that little bit smaller wheelbase. This being a Gran Coupe, it's about 9 inches longer, and I'll tell you something though guys, the back seats are a huge improvement. If you get into a normal M8 Coupe, you can't even get into the back. It's like those Porsche sort of cars. They've got a bit of seats in the rear, but you can't really use them. Whereas these, you've actually got a really good amount of space in the car. You can also get an 840 BMW and an M850. They're called like G14s, G15s, G16s, loads of these different model numbers. But yeah, there's quite a few different options to suit your particular driving style. There's also another nice feature. So as you're turning left or right with the car, the rear tyres will turn the opposite way. So if you're in a small shopping centre or tight city, it just makes it easier to manoeuvre. But when you're on high speeds, like on a motorway, if you're turning left, the back wheels will also slightly turn left, so they turn in motion with the car, giving you more stability. Unfortunately, you don't get it on the top spec M8. You can get it on the 840, the M850, but I don't know why, they just don't do it on the M8s. I also want to take a minute out just to appreciate the design of this car. I just love the sloping roof. I think it's a natural design for a Gran Coupe. And also guys, it's a loud BMW M car, but it's not the loudest. Like, you know, if you see a BMW M2 or an M4, they scream out, real performance cars. This car's somewhat subtle, somewhat elegant, somewhat stylish. It's not as loud as like the Bentleys or the Porsche or the Aston Martins. It's got a little bit of sophistication to it. So if you want to be a little bit subtle driving in town, people may not know, but people who really know the cars will see that you've got M8 Gran Coupe competition pack, and they know it's a serious car, and they probably won't even try and racing you or anything of the sort. But yeah, let's go around the car and I'll show you some features. So guys, I'll start with these awesome lights. Now these are BMW laser technology lights. They are an optional £1,500 extra, but they just look so nice. I like these little blue inserts that you got, but also they'll project the light up to 600 meters in a distance. So oncoming cars will see you, you will see them. More safety on the road. And also guys, what's nice, if a car's coming towards you, the lights will turn off a certain area so you're not blinding them. So again, just makes it a little bit more safer, but they just also look mean. Another thing I like are the grills. So this being an M8, you do get these double slat black M grills with a M badge on that side. It just distinguishes that this is a bit more of a sportier car. But also being an M8, you've just got much more of aggressive front bumper. You've got a lot of black and blue and these hexagonal designs, but it just gives a real road presence. Also talking about the kidney grills guys, they are huge, but not as big as say the 7 Series or the X7, they're massive. And you've also got a little camera here. And talking about the camera guys, so you've got cameras everywhere, the back, front, in the wing mirrors, everywhere. So you can have a bird's eye view of when you're parking, or it just makes it easier to maneuver the car. But what's really cool, you can also set those cameras to be your dash cam. So whenever there's an accident, the cameras will automatically start recording like 20 seconds before, so you can prove it to the insurance company who's at fault. I also like the M8 badge on the side of the car. Unfortunately, these are meant to be air intakes. They're fake, they don't go nowhere. No air to the brake, so BMW, just open them up. These wing mirrors are awesome. Can you see there's like a line where it's almost like floating from the top? But yeah, really nice wing mirrors, and you can see that you've got a camera there on the side again. But yeah, it just looks really sporty. I also think these rear lights are beautiful. They're really long. The 6 Series always had nice rear long lights, but these are even longer. And I just think, yeah guys, the back of this car is just so impressive. As standard on an M8, you do get these 20-inch alloy wheels, and I think they are just some real pure craftsmanship. They're just stunning wheels. I love that you've got a silver italics on the front. The inserts are all black. You've got red brake calipers. Now, if you did have gold calipers, then that would tell you that the car is running on ceramic brakes. These have just got the normal steel brakes, which are more than powerful. The brake calipers are 6 pistons, so it's enough power to stop this car. But yeah, if you see the gold ones, it's on ceramic brakes. But just beautiful. I think these are one of the nicest wheels I've seen BMW make. Now, I personally think the best looking part of this car is the rear. It's just huge, it's massive, but this being an M8, you do get a carbon fibre spoiler, you get more of an aggressive rear bumper, you get quad exhaust, and the nice thing, guys, they are real. They actually go straight into the engine, but also, guys, they're massive. I could almost fit my fist in there. 4 huge exhausts. I love you've got an M8 with a competition badge. One thing to mention, guys, being in the UK, we actually only get the competition. We don't get the normal M8. So we benefit from that extra, what's 25 brake horsepower. So that's one thing to know. You also have another camera on the rear and this rear black diffuser. You can also get an optional extra, which is a £5,000 carbon pack, where all of the black that you see on the car, on the rear, on the front, even side wing mirrors, they are actually all of a carbon finish. This one doesn't have it, but to be honest, I can't see the difference. Being black, it looks stylish, it looks nice. But whilst we're here, I'm going to start it up so you can hear what it sounds like. That just sounds awesome. And think about it, guys, this still has a rev soft limiter. So if you were to remove that and put an aftermarket exhaust, it just screams. And when I was driving this car around town and I put my foot down, it sounds so bassy, but yet it's a nice combination of having that V8 rumble and having a turbo spooling up. So yeah, just a phenomenal sound. And now let's have a look from the inside of the car. Guys, this car is just beautiful. And also, like I said to you, this is the widest BMW production car there is outside. When you're inside, you actually feel this car's really big inside. But first of all, you've got this beautiful leathered steering wheel. And also, guys, the leather in this car, well, the extended leather on the dashboards, on the door cards, on the steering wheel, it's not black, it's a midnight blue. First time I've seen a different coloured leather steering wheel. Normally they always are, well, either sometimes cream or black, but this is a nice blue. You've got an M stitching here, you've got an M badge, it is a heated steering wheel, you've got all of your multifunction buttons on the steering wheel, paddle shifts, but also you've got an M1 and an M2 button. So the good thing with this car, you can configure it the way you want it to be. You know, let's say M1 is your full performance. So if you press the M1 button, it will change everything in sports, the brakes, the gearbox, the steering wheel, so you're ready to go. You could save M2 to be exactly the same, or it could be some settings are comfort, some are sport, or you can have it that as soon as you press M2, it turns the traction control off and it turns the car into a rear wheel driven car. So if you want to be a hooligan, at a press of a button, all the power is going to the rear. Or if you're on a track, you press M1 and it's still 4-wheel drive system, but everything's in sports. So these are your short buttons, which are really cool. And like I said, this car does drive itself, so you've got active steering and driving. So if you press this button, it will follow the car ahead of you, it will brake, it will slow down. It will actually steer for you as well, but you've got to keep your hands on the steering wheel. Also, there's a camera on the digital display, which is constantly looking at your eyes. So if you're not paying attention, then it will start to beep. You've actually got these lights here which flash yellow to say, hey, take control. But moving on to the digital display, now I do like it. I don't think it's as nice as some of the other premium cars out there. And one thing which annoys me, guys, you can get a BMW M135i and it's got the same digital display. I thought this being the M8 Gran Coupe competition pack, there'll be some differences where it's not sharing the same components as a 1 Series or a 3 Series. But you know, it is digital. I can see quite a lot of information in there. The dials work opposite, so the speed goes up on the left, your rev counter goes up on the right. It's not your typical orthodox style of digital displays. This one's different, a little bit unique, and perhaps I just got to get a little bit used to it. But moving on to the left, I do have this, I think it's like a 12-inch infotainment screen. I've got my sat nav, my music in there, Bluetooth. What's really good, guys, this has got Android Auto and Apple Auto, so as soon as you get in here, it will detect your phone and you can have your Spotify, your WhatsApp, your messages all in there. It's also touchscreen, but what's nice, guys, I can use the screen to go through the menu. I can use this little toggle round circle button here, or I can even use the buttons on my steering wheel. Also, I can also talk to the car and I can just say like, hey BMW, I'm cold, can you put my heating on? And it'll do it all for me. Moving down, you do have all of your climate control buttons, and it's nice that, you know, you can have different temperature to the left and the right. You also got heated seats and air conditioned seats. Underneath that, you've got where your music is. These are all touch sensitive buttons. What's really nice, even in the car, you do have an M8 competition pack, so you won't forget what car you're in, or neither will your passengers. Also, guys, just to mention, all of the carbon fibre you see in this car comes as standard. There's extended merino leather, whether it's on the seats or on the dashboard, also comes as standard. You do get this beautiful Alcantara headlining, and it's just, I've got to say, the quality of this car and the way things feel in your fingers. It's just a superb quality. This also does have the comfort pack, so you do also get the bells and Wilkins speakers. And what's really nice, at night time they glow up a little bit, so it just gives that really nice ambient feeling. Let alone you do have loads of blue lights which go through the whole cockpit, down the side of the doors, around the dashboard. You can change them to blue, red, yellow, whatever colour you want it to be. But yeah, it just creates a really nice ambience in this car. But if I open up this carbon fibre area here, I've got a USB, the old-fashioned USB charging point. Right behind it I've got a wireless charging pad for my phone, 2 cup holders, a 12-volt charging point. If I close that, you've got your center console. Now, one thing to remember, guys, which is a bit of a shame, so this is an M8, so you do get a leather M embroidery gear knob. However, if you get an M850, or like, you know, you've got spec here, so option extra, you can get a crystal dial or crystal gear knob, which looks phenomenal. I think it looks really nice, but unfortunately you can't get that in an M8. But like I said, it's controlled by an 8-speed gearbox. You can also control the velocity of the gears by using this button going up or down. The higher it is, it means it'll change your gears even quicker. To the right, you've got the park button, but to the right of that, you've also got your traction control to turn it off, your camera view, your parking sensors, your start stop. You know, when you're in traffic, the car turns off and on. Your engine start stop button, which is in red, which is really nice. You can change your M modes to be in comfort, sport, to sports plus. You can also set up your configuration. You've got individual mode, so you can spec it to how you want, and that's when these M1 and M2 buttons come into their own play. You also got an exhaust valve button. So if you're in a quiet town and you don't want the car to be too loud, you press that and it'll make the exhaust quieter, or you press it and it makes the exhaust really loud as well. Also hill start, handbrake. To the left, this is where you control all of your infotainment screen, your media, your music, your sat nav, your telephone calls, and it's just a really nice system. In the middle, you do have extra storage between the driver and passenger. In here, you've got a USB-C charging port and another 12-volt socket. The leather is so soft, guys. It's really soft. In the rear, like I said, you've got a lot of space, a lot more space than the Coupe. I mean, here you can actually fit 2 people comfortably. You've got your own rear climate control, so the people in the back can control their own heating, 2 USB-C ports. What's also nice, you've actually got blinds. So this is the window. If I hit this button, I've got a blind which comes up. Another thing, guys, to mention, this being a Gran Coupe, the windows are pillarless. So it just makes it that little bit more coupe feeling. You've also got a rear blind, so if I press this button, the rear blind goes up too. And if I press it again, it'll go back down. But yeah, just a beautiful car, even in the rear. So guys, let's take this M8 for a drive. I'm gonna put the windows down. Oh my God! Oh my God! Whoa! Oh, just my seat, it's pushed me back in. Oh my God. And guys, you know, because it's got the 4-wheel drive or the all-wheel drive system, I can literally put this power down. You know, and even like when I had my M3 years ago or the M6, you just can't put the power down. Where's this? Okay, ready? Wow. No, that is just, wow. Dare I say it, probably the quickest car I've driven. I need to adjust my seatbelt. Oh my God. This car, you can literally put it into comfort, be in a motorway, and it's like any other BMW. It's comfortable, it's smooth, it's relaxing. But a press of a button, the M1 button, it changes it. Guys, I'm gonna put the windows down again, just so you can hear it. Wow. Wow, what a machine. This is the fastest car I've driven. Actually, you know what? It definitely is. It does 0 to 60 in like 3 seconds. You know, I haven't been in a car quicker than that. I know I just was in a McLaren recently. That is also very, very quick. And you know what? McLaren is probably actually the quickest car I've been in, but this is very, very close. It's just beautiful. If you are someone who wants a bit of economy, this is probably not the best car for you. This is a real driver's car. It's juicy. It's a big 4.4 litre V8 twin turbo, and like I said, it's got those 625 German horses, and it's just got so much grunt to it. And I'm not going to do it, but you can send all of that power to the rear wheels and spin them up, make some donuts, be a bit of a hooligan. But I'm not a hooligan. I just want to enjoy this. Gear 2. Oh, another thing is, I feel so confident in this car. Because again, that 4-wheel drive system, I know if I go around the corner, putting my foot down a little bit more than I should do, it's not going to spin out. You know, it sends the power to the right wheels where it's needed to keep you on the road. The speeds that this car gets to, oh my, and the sound. Oh, honestly guys, this car is just mental. Right, can I open it again? Oh my God. Wow, those brakes. Wow, this car just absolutely flies. Oh my God. I'm still so excited. It's kind of hard for me to review this because it's so fast, and it's just, you know what, I want to have the fun. I want to be able to absorb it, soak it in, what I'm driving. It's just lovely, guys. So just bear with me because it is just a magnificent car. And also another thing I've noticed as well, this being a twin turbo, I'm not getting any turbo lag. It's responsive. It's just super quick, sharp. Gears change like mind-bogglingly quick. And it's probably because you've got the 2 turbos, one which is a bit smaller, which spools up very quickly. So when you put your foot down, it will just go. And then you've got the big turbo, which will send you off, you know, into the sky like a rocket. And they just work in tune together so well. Let's put our foot down again. I'm going to put the window down, hopefully you can hear it. Oh my God. Even those downshifts. Just magnificent. It's crazy. I hope my face shows the excitement. It's just a weapon. And that's the thing, I could be next to Porsches, even Ferraris, even Lambos. I won't be scared. I will give it to them in this car. Let's change the velocity of the gears to the highest. So I just want to see what it feels like with the gears. Wow. What a machine. That's all I can say. Huh, and the way it grips around the corner. Wow. Beautiful car. Absolutely. Blown me away. You know, I feel that the 640 diesel's quick. My everyday. I think the M6 is quick. It's got what, 500, can't remember now, 560 something brake horsepower. But this is next level. This being 625 brake horsepower with those 553 pounds of torque and the 4-wheel drive system, it is just, it's like a hand in a glove. It works together perfectly. Last time of me dropping it. By the way, I'm not doing a launch control either. If it was my car, I may do it, but it's not mine, so. But I'm gonna push it. What a car you are, M8. You've lived up to my expectations. You've exceeded my expectations, in fact. Just beautiful. And that's the BMW M8 Gran Coupe Competition Pack. Guys, I absolutely love this car. I know I was in a McLaren 720S recently. I personally didn't get to drive it, but that was super fast. Probably the fastest car I've been in, but this is the fastest car I've ever driven myself. Think about it, 0 to 60 in around 3 seconds. It's just unheard of. Yes, it can go up to 190 miles an hour if you get an M Drivers Pack, which we don't need really in the UK. But also, guys, remember, it sits 4 people, it can even sit 5 people if you need to. It's got that big boot so you can go away for the weekend, you can stay into comfort, and it's a comfortable car. It will drive, it will even drive for you. But you press the M1 button or M2 button, it becomes a rocket, and it'll pretty much do any other car on the road because it's got that four-wheel drive system. You're able to put all the power down, and I've absolutely loved driving this car. So if you're looking for something which is a bit smaller, you can get the M8 Coupe. But if you want that extra space, this is only 9 inches longer. Doesn't make the biggest difference, but it is a stunning car. And like I said, in this combination, it's just beautiful. But that's the end of my review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Do hit the bell notification button to be notified for my new videos. Smash the likes button if you did like it. It does really help me and it helps grow the channel. And don't forget to follow me at Bobby Drives. But until next time, keep safe and I'll see you then.